Okay. Hello. Minecraft streaming. Uh, Freshly created world. Using my own custom fishing data pack. I'm in part streaming to playtest said data pack a little bit, right? Um, if the frame rate gets bad or anything, I will just decrease the graphics settings. Um, Either way, hello, welcome. If you don't know me, I've been working in the Minecraft creator scene for, well, since its inception now. I've had a few data packs come out. Since they added them, I worked on this Pokemon map a while back. It was, what was it? Cobalt and Amethyst. There we go. Since then, I've been slowly making my own little data packs here and there. Some of them have gotten decently popular. I think log.zip did a video on one of them a while back. Um, the one that I'm playtesting right now is one that I've released a couple times in the past. It's to add more variation to fish, right? Specifically the fishing mechanic. And I just realized I didn't have the window up because I'm very silly. Hi and hello. Um, anyway, the data pack adds 140 new fish or something like that. I've been working on it on and off for a few years now, updating it here and there. There's been a lot of features that I've had to cut over the years just because we didn't have the tech for it, and lately I've been able to slowly reintroduce them. Such as signs with custom fonts, things of that nature. But as always with Minecraft, we're gonna have to get through the early game shit before we get into anything interesting. This is my first time playing on the like new snapshots and versions and whatnot. I'm really liking the leaf litter and all of that, and Smimo just crawled into my lap so cutely and so small. Oi, I am a bit frazzled at the moment, I think. I think this is the first time that I've streamed Minecraft in a minute. I would like to find some like music that won't get me in trouble with Twitch at some point. Um I don't know, I'm thinking like Mario style, like just something chill. If anyone has any suggestions. It's been a minute since I've done the early game of Minecraft though. I need more sticks. Let's see, grab a sword, grab a pickaxe. Yeah, I'm going to find a music to put on in the background real quick like. Just real quick. Um how about soothing and relaxing Nintendo music to chill out to? Or relaxing Paper Mario music, stress-free songs get in the chill zone. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. So, When I saw that they added bushes, I was really excited, and then they looked like this. Like, of all of the ways that they could have integrated bushes into the game, they just... That... The texture's bad. Like, I don't know if Jasper was under some real specific constraints and requirements for it or what, but... it's not the best. Well, okay. If I can just get a little bit of string, I would like to mostly just do fishing. Hold up. This is still a bit noisy in my ears. Now it's too quiet. Come on. How about 5% volume? How's that? And do that so that I can't see the viewer count, because that would freak me out a little bit. Cool. I always forget how important food is in the early game of Minecraft, too. Ain't that just kind of how it is, though? I feel like the first order of business nowadays is definitely to just look for a village, actually, so I'm going to do that. And lower the volume again, just a little bit. There we go. Okay. Always the village finding, though. I guess I can kill some pigs on the way. Get some raw meat, get my health back up. I know this is revealing my status a little bit too much as a Minecraft old head, but I gotta say, I am so happy that they made meat stackable. Like, good change overall. I know that was, like, over a decade now ago, but good God. I'm sure there are still some people on the train of like, oh, stackable food feels modded, actually. I know I've seen it out in the wild before. Also, the Lady Eternal, what Datapack testing are you up to today? Because the thing about my fishing data pack is I mean, I'm playtesting it, but it's pretty much releasable. I've just been working on, I've been working on a website to host my stuff on instead of doing Planet Minecraft because I've had beef with them for like 6 years now, maybe? And I would like to just be able to host my own stuff. And I wanted to have my fishing data pack and a couple other data packs like ready to release on said website for when it launches. Let's see. Get some wheat. Well, we've got access to bread now at least. I could probably start going underground. I don't generally like to metagame Minecraft too much, right? In large part, that's kind of what my data packs are all about avoiding, is just, does Minecraft need 140 new fish items? No, but it's cute. You know, it's something to do. It gives the world a little bit more life. Ooh. I've been wanting to fuck around with the bundles for a while. Hold up. Let me just... Okay, yeah. I wanted to make sure to reblog my "Hey, I'm streaming again today" post to a couple places, so I'm gonna do that real quick. You're working on a recreation of Ocarina of Time, like as in the item specifically. Okay. That sounds like with the new, like, keyboard testing, it'll be pretty nice to do. Like, probably just when you pull out the ocarina, have you ride an armor stand or something, no? Press control to... press crouch to leave the ocarina interface, and everything else is just the buttons for it. At the very least, that's how I would go about it, I think. I don't think I've made a Savannah village my home in quite a minute, actually. But I will definitely be repaying these villagers for their kindness. Hello! Welcome to Lily chat. I recognize your name from probably a couple places. But I have bad memory, I'm sorry. Let's see. Why don't I grab this bed? This is my bed now, sorry. We got sundown coming up. I promise I will make this village a cute place in due time. It is honestly kind of a shock to go so far back as far as playing Minecraft survival mode for the first time in way too long. Like, I think because I was running a server for so long, I eventually just got a little bit too out of touch with the actual game experience. But, like, I'm doing it, you know? You've got it up, you've got it set up, so no movement speed and a right-click detection to cancel, but yeah, basically just looked at input predicates a couple weeks ago and went, hey, I could do this, like, really easy, huh? As for the no movement speed, I generally tend to try to avoid that kind of thing, because if you don't have the accessibility feature for movement speed distortion on effect, like the movement speed distortion effects turned all the way off, it can be really jarring pulling out an item and just having the screen zoom all the way the hell in. But I don't know. I don't know exactly what your level of Datapack tech is. Okay. I think going mining over here, just getting some basic iron stuff is gonna be the move. Okay, no, I brought wood. It's fine. I was worried that I was going to get stuck down here without the ability to have a crafting bench available, but nah, I've got it. Go there. Where? The dark? Yes, go in the dark. I don't like the dark is the thing. I just want to fish. I would simply like to fish. And just fish. Could you not set up the right click detection to spawn in an armor stand and then make the player... No, not even an armor stand. You could probably use a marker entity these days, no? Like, just set it up so that when you right-click, it spawns in a marker entity and makes the player ride said marker entity? Because we have the ride... Oh, markers don't allow passengers. Marker armor stand, then? Because those are still pretty cost-effective as far as performance is concerned. Nice little coal vein. I do think it's pretty silly that Mojang has this distinction of what allows and what doesn't allow passengers like that when you have to use a command to do that anyway. Like, just make everything writable, it's fine. It is an interesting idea, though. When you said it to me, it made me consider it. But it does mean displaying the riding animation as a trade-off. That's true. Yeah, I could see that as a deal breaker. That's a tough one. I'm sure there's... I'm gonna have to think on that, because I feel like there is a way to do it elegantly. I spent all of my sticks on torches. Okay. Well, back up we go. Hopefully, soon, we can get, string for fishing rod. You don't get why the players don't allow passengers, but markers don't because they are never sent to the client? Yeah, I don't know. I think in large part for players not allowing passengers, it goes back to some issues specifically with player NBT data, right? Because before we had the ability to just use the data command, right? You would have to modify any data with an external tool or a plugin or a mod, and editing like pretty much half of any of the player NBT data would just corrupt your game, right? And so I imagine that it potentially has something to do with that, right? Like player and passenger, sorry, rider passenger desync is still a pretty big problem in Minecraft that comes up. And I think that it would be a bigger issue with players riding other players even more so. Oh, bundle. Let's see. Does that fill it up? No. Cool. I gotta say, I I do quite enjoy the bundle. I know that people were very displeased with it because they keep insisting that, like, oh, it needs to do this, it needs to do this, you know, but I enjoy it. It's a nice solution to that very niche problem. It's definitely not a fix for all of the inventory issues, but... Wow, that was a bad torch placement. Sorry, torch. Been a minute, though, since I've just gone mining and crafting. Because back in my server days, it was pretty much just server maintenance and working on data packs and stuff. Various events and the like. I would like to find some iron, though. That would be nice. Ah, the bad torch placement again. I think my two main goals right now are, number one, to blow up, and number two, no, get string and iron. That's kinda it. Ow, Smimo! They just jumped right off of my arm onto the other chair. Claws style. So how's everybody doing tonight, though? How's it going? What's the vibe like? Ooh, stone pickaxes go fast. Damn, all the way down to deep slate without a single iron. That is unfortunate. Like, I would like to at least find a cave, maybe? I don't know. No luck so far, though. I would love to simply take a second and, like, show off some other work-in-progress data pack stuff, but I am a little bit nervous at the prospect of anyone seeing my, like, 300 single-player worlds list. It's all a lot more disorganized than I'm used to people seeing. Because, like, my desktop has maybe 4 icons on it, right? But my Minecraft saves list is a mess. It's a mess. How much do we want to bet I make it all the way down to bedrock without finding a single iron? I feel like it's gonna happen at this rate. And I made this staircase, like, tall enough to jump up or have stairs, too. All for it to just be a dead-end mine. Oh, this sucks. Am I still even in a savannah? Yep. Okay, cool. At least I haven't gotten that far. Yeah, somehow. I've somehow managed to have the worst luck. Like, at least I've got coal for torches. What Y level am I at? Negative 19. Okay, we're gonna go down to just the 3-block staircase, just because if I make it to the very bottom without anything, I'm gonna be pissed. Oh hey, we made it to 30 subscribers though, so that's neat. Not subscribers, followers. There we go. Just 20 more now until I can get back to affiliate again. For people who are new here who have not heard my tale of woe, I had Twitch affiliate on a previous account, and I didn't lose the password for it, right? I didn't get kicked off of it or anything like that. I just made that account like 8-10 years ago. I clearly do not have the phone number associated with it anymore, and Twitch is saying that the only way that I can get access to the account again is by, like, actually straight up calling the two-factor authentication company they work with. And I don't have a phone number for which to do that because it's partially a matter of haven't been able to consistently afford a activated phone line, but in part I also just hate the idea of that. Because the only thing that I would be using that calling feature for is two-factor authentication. And so I just made a new Twitch account. You know. Because fuck all that. Like, I'm not paying 20, 30, 40, 50 bucks a month just for basically two-factor authentication to log into accounts that I already have to log in with my email, password, verification code sent to my email. You know, it's too much. That's the thing, is like, yes, every site is totally crazy about two-factor authentication lately, and it's somewhat, like, it's understandable. It's bad, you know, but I get why. But I already have to sign in with my email, my password, and then a verification code sent to my email. That is two-factor authentication. Twitch's two-factor authentication is actually three-factor authentication. Which is just kind of batshit. Holy shit, I made it all the way to Bedrock without a single ore. Just like what? 8 pieces of copper near the top? They just keep adding factors, yeah. What do we think that the... Also, hi, welcome to chat. Sorry. What do we think the 4th factor authentication is going to be? Because, like, blood, fingerprint, eyeball scan, like, okay, you know, sure, but those feel like 8th and 9th and 10th factor authentication. Like, you're gonna have, you put in your username, and then your password, and then you log into your email with your email and your email password, and then you get the verification code, and that's 2 factors. And then also your phone number gets sent a text, and that's the 4th factor. So what's the 5th factor in that? Getting a fax machine. 2-factor authentic. Okay, that's... I would give you a +2 on that if I could. It's a really fucking good joke. Does anybody know, since the cave update, the best Y level to get iron at these days? Because I don't. I'm gonna be honest with you. I am going to do, though, a very specific mining method that I enjoy quite a lot. Because mathematically, this is the most efficient way to mine. The tiny hole crawl. And see, we immediately find iron. Now that's the kind of luck I'm talking about. Let's see, Y15? Yeah, I'm in a decent level close enough to that. Is that it? Okay. Then I just seal that up a bit. So the amount of iron that you need for a set is 5, 7, 8, 4. 5 and 7 is 12, 8 and 4 is 12. That's 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Half stack for just the decent starter tools. So I still need 22 more iron. I used to play this game on the Shotbow network. I don't know if anyone's familiar with that. It was I'm pretty sure it still is a Minecraft server. But they had some pretty decent mini games. One of them was this like 4-team Nexus defense kind of thing, where you would have 4 teams in 4 corners of a hand-built map, right? And each team would have a base where the goal is to get to each enemy's base and mine their Nexus until its health went down to 0. And once the health was down to 0, you could no longer respawn. And I played a lot of that, in large part because if you played as a defender, right? If you like stayed back and defended your core, you were pretty much guaranteed to win because nobody would ever want to stay back and defend their core. Everyone was just obsessed with going out and being the big killer, you know? Ooh, scary cave. I'm not ready for big scary cave, actually. And I remember I used to have all of these numbers on like exactly what you need for what, just memorized top of my head. They also had a pretty good like zombie map experience kind of thing that was really fucking hard. I think I only got into one of the dungeons like twice. Never got to finish it. Well, shit. Hold up. Did I leave my crafting table behind? I did. We have the wood. I can make another one. It's fine. Why is iron so hard to find? I know I saw some in that cave, but I really... Again, not to date myself here, but I miss being able to just mine and find iron like this so easily. Like, I think the new system is, generally speaking, just straight up better, but that doesn't mean I can't miss the old stuff. We still need 13 more iron, though. Now, I've been playing Minecraft, though, for a really, really long time at this point. Not to be a total dweeb about it, but I remember my older stepbrother way back when being like on the same forum that Notch originally posted the development of Minecraft on before it was even out as like a playable project. And I was very uninterested in that at the time. Because I was like, what, 13? 12? I don't know. Would have been 2009 or something. But I don't know, it's been neat seeing some of the like old people that I used to talk to or play with just kind of skyrocket into popularity over the years. Like, I know there's one guy that's straight up worked with the UN at this point. Just with Minecraft shit. And, like, it's been a couple of years, but we still message every now and then on Twitter. But the beef that I could... The tea that I could spill, like, the secrets I... Good amount of it. I know it's... Well, no, I can't get it. You can't mine gold with iron, with stone and get the drop, right? Yeah, no, you cannot. Cool. I always forget that. Like, that feels like a bit of a dated design decision. Not that gold is worse than iron, I get that. But that you need iron to mine gold and have it break and drop its block. I always kind of wished I was more active in the online community for Minecraft stuff when I started playing way long ago, but alas, yeah. I wish that I had kept a consistent, like, username over the years, because if I had just stuck to it from the beginning and marketed myself the entire time, maybe people would recognize, oh hey, this is the person behind this project, and this project. Like, at the height of my Minecraft career specifically, I was able to hop onto, like, fucking Exuma Void server and just have people be like, holy shit, it's you. And that was pretty neat. It's been a long time since then, though. Then again, I I think it would have been very funny for like 14, 15-year-old me, right? Like seriously getting into the Minecraft creator scene to have been like, yes, this is going to be my brand forever, actually. I'm going to market myself as a Minecraft creator because like that was before that was really a thing, you know? But hindsight and all, it would have been nice. I need more torches. Fucking finally more iron at least. Ooh, two of them. 2 irons. Let's see, do they extend it all this way? No. What about over here? Nope. Well, that's it then. Now on to the second one. And I think this will be enough for us to, like, go back to the surface and not have to worry about it. Alas, if I had started near a plains biome, I would have focused on the fishing rod a bit sooner. But that is exactly the amount of iron that we needed. So, time to begin the slow trek back. This is the one downside about being short in mining is you move so fucking slow. Nice chill music at least though. Long way home. It's gonna take me a minute. Tunes to Wander a Labyrinth too, yeah. That'd be a good playlist name. Or like one of those like YouTube radio quote unquote things. Just have the girl from Whisper of the Heart, but instead of studying at her desk, she's wandering a labyrinth. That's like one thing that I always think of when I see the like chill lo-fi beats to relax to is just how few people have comparatively seen Whisper of the Heart. Right, because like people always talk about like what their favorite Studio Ghibli movie is, and it always comes down to like Ponyo or Howl's Moving Castle or Spirited Away, or sometimes Totoro. Right, occasionally you'll get someone say Princess Mononoke. I have not met many other people though who will be like, yeah, my favorite Studio Ghibli film is Whisper of the Heart. But like, I fucking love that movie. Like, I think, speaking critically for a second, Studio Ghibli films can get very... They can get very nationalist, right? Like, pretty explicitly fashy. Sometimes in ways that people don't really want to or know how to address or aren't aware of because they're not familiar with, like, Japanese imperial nationalism so well, right? But, like, there are other themes in the works aside from those, you know, and I feel like Whisper of the Heart just is the best focused on those other themes, you know? rather than falling into the like idyllic countryside of the nation type of vibe. All of which isn't to say, like, oh, you're not allowed to have Howl's Moving Castle as your favorite. Like, I literally have a Howl's Moving Castle poster, like, 5 feet away from me. But I think as far as, like, the specific narrative and thematic focus is concerned, Whisper of the Heart tells the most cohesive story, I guess. And because of that, it just kind of resonated with me the most. We're almost out of the labyrinth, though, at least. Oh, finally. I've escaped. And if it's nighttime, which it looks like it will be nighttime, I get to gather some string and start our fishing journey. Show off some of my new fish. Because the way that I did it, right, was I added 140 fish, right, and I divided them up more or less 8 fish to a biome, right? But like there is some overlap, right? Like common fish in one biome might be uncommon in another, right? Some of the fish have like other uses aside from being eaten, right? Like because there's goldfish in real life, I added true goldfish that can be, you know, used as a gold ingot. And then because of that, I added ironfish that can be used as iron ingots. Just silly little things like that. You know, I also added fishing hooks as a junk item that can be used as an iron nugget. Let's see. Do I need anything from here? I don't. Like, just a bunch of small stuff like that. I know I don't need 64 furnaces, but... Come on. Nobody's gonna stop me. Okay. I only have 3 coal left after that. Fuck. Hey, guess where we gotta go back to? That's right, the labyrinth. I could just get a charcoal, but... come on, we're not babies. And there's a coal right here. So we can just grab some of this, and it's fine. Nice. I also wanted to, real quick... well, first of all, get back in here. Right. But second of all... let's see... Display capture... Primary monitor, okay. Let's move this up. Here we go. So, in Datapacks, right, I'm gonna make a new miscellaneous folder. Copy this stuff over for now, right? Open this up in another window. Nope, don't need that. So we're gonna go data. Then it's gonna be... Let's just do ALB, which is a lily bit. A lily bit, then we're gonna do recipes, right? And then over here, I'm going to open up Misode, which, if you don't know, is a phenomenal datapack generator tool, right? And we're going to do a campfire cooking recipe that I like to put in all of my worlds, right? It's going to be a miscellaneous one. Let's do a ingredient list. Rotten flesh, right? Rotten flesh you cook on a campfire into leather. Specifically just a campfire recipe, right? And then let's do just 2 experience and a cooking time of, let's see, is it in ticks or seconds? Minecraft, what's the datapack format? Let's see. Then we go down to recipe. Then campfire cooking, cook time. It's in ticks, defaults to 100, which would be 5 seconds. So for this, we're going to do a... What feels good? Maybe minute? A minute to dry rotten flesh out into leather, right? So that's 60 seconds times 20. It's going to give us, what? That's 1,200 ticks. So now we grab this. We grab a random JSON file. And campfire rotten flesh to leather. Open up Notepad++, grab that, throw that in there. Then we use the reload command. And double check that the datapack is enabled. Oh, the fish datapack isn't enabled, actually. Datapack enable fish. Wonder why that wasn't enabled. I probably just forgot to put it on the side of enabled datapacks, all things considered. Either way, let's see. We're gonna need a coal, 3 sticks, and 3 logs. Excuse me. So for now, just get some sticks, head outside and grab some logs. I ain't no chump. There we go. So now we can begin our tanning operation as well. One thing that I try very hard to avoid with data packs, right, is leaning into automation, like, at all. Let's see, did I do something wrong? Let's see, MISC is enabled, right? Let's see. Recipe, give at s. Interesting. What did I do wrong with the format here? Let's go to another save file that might have a crafting recipe in it. Data packs. Woodcutting recipes, why not? Data. Woodcutting. Recipes. No, yeah. Interesting. What about just going into the data here and finding the actual recipe? Recipes, search, leather. None in here. What about in pack data? Recipes. Leather from campfire cooking. Let's see. And if I were to just throw this in here, it does in fact result in an error. So if I were to do it like this, how does that go? Then reload. Oh, it's recipe now instead of recipes. Thank you. I would have missed that for ages. Reload. Let's see. There we go. So that'll be done in a minute. But unfortunately, I need another coal again because I'm... No, I don't, actually. I only needed 4 of them. So one of those in there. Split this up. Put that in there. And there we go. Now let's actually move this chest. Well, okay. Let's actually move this chest outside just to declutter the house a little bit. I don't need most of this stuff in my inventory right now, actually. So let's stuff that bundle full. Maybe we make a couple more chests as well while we're at it. Let's see. Villager, will you move out of the way, please? Thank you. Three chests sounds about right. That sounds pretty good to me. I'll probably eventually expand this house to have a proper cellar instead of it all just being underground. But for now... Hey, our leather worked. Yay! And we've got all of the iron that we needed. So off to a not bad start, you know? Get suited up real quick. I wanted to make a sword, pickaxe, and an axe. And there we go. Now, we need string, because I would like to fish. And for string, we need it to be nighttime. Maybe in the meantime, we chop down some trees, expand the house a little bit. Because I don't particularly like the prospect of just kicking a villager out of their house, you know? Feels bad. I don't like the way that people tend to treat villagers in Minecraft. When Minecraft puts such an emphasis on, hey, these are people. Oh no, the house is floating now. Whatever shall we do? Okay, let's see. Just a little cellar for me to live in, you know? 1, 2, 3, break this. Put that there. And then we can grab some of this cobblestone. Well, would cobblestone work best here, or maybe I use granite? Let's think. I think I'm gonna go with granite. Just expand this outward a little bit, you know? And we have just enough. Cute. Well, maybe not exactly just enough. But we can make this a double door. We needed more of these anyways. So, couple doors. That was way too many doors. LMAO. Put them here. I mean, I would like for the floor to actually be one block lower is the thing. So we're going to just dig this out a little bit. Yeah, granite and acacia, I like those two together. Then actually, I'm gonna take these 2 blocks back because I have a plan. I just need to think about it for a second. Grab some cobbled deep slate. And if I line the bottom of this, it gives it more of that cellar vibe. Like, one thing that Hermitcraft has popularized that I understand why it's popular, but I wish people would remember it's not like the end-all be-all of art design as far as palettes and whatnot is concerned, is that, yeah, it's nice to build something with, like, big gradients that looks beautiful from far away and all that, right? But you can't go wrong with just paying attention to what textures you use. Like, personally, I will always be more of a fan of, hey, this texture specifically makes sense in this context, than being like, oh yes, I put the slime block in the roof of this brick house because it's the specific shade of green that I wanted. Like, I think there can be more of a balance between these things. Now, if my keyboard would respond, that would be great. Okay, villager. Hello. Keyboard, why? Why do you do this to me? Oh, come on. Okay, and now let's think. Grab these. Make some stairs. I should have made a... No, stonecutters don't work with wood, actually. Silly me. Let's see. Just for now. I will be putting more of a trim on this. Well, shit. Yeah, that's cutesy. Needs a roof still, but it's cute. That's what matters. Let's see. Well, oops. Now, what is gonna look better? 2, 3, 4, 5. I made exactly twice as many as I needed. But hey, we've got our little cellar room now. Yippee! Now we can add in a little floor. I've got to remember while it's nighttime though to grab some string from a spider. So don't let me forget to do that. Alright. Now I would like to replace this with another beam of wood, and then replace the floor in the house above with slabs again. But I need more logs again for that one. For now, though, let's just focus on the slabs. Ah, shit. Silly misclick. Ah! I'm so sorry, villager. I did not mean to strip your log. I also apparently got rid of a door? Oh, it was the main door. Oh no. Now where's that log that I stripped? Oh god. It's very glaring when you see it. I need to eat first. And then I can hunt down some spiders, some spoders. Get myself some string. Start fishing. Show off my fish textures. I didn't realize there was a mesa right there either. That's gonna be nice. I like how Minecraft has veered away so much from being a game about mining or crafting, but it has never veered away from being a game about deforestation and tearing forests down. Like that's the real focus here. Okay, you bastard. Will you leave me alone? Thank you. Goodbye. Like, no, the children don't yearn for the mines. The children yearn for... Hey, remove the entire tree. Damn. Oh, shit. Bud's not looking too good. Well, we will have to find some more iron and repair that friend of ours. But for now, teehee, we've found a spider. Hey. Well, 2-on-1 isn't quite fair. And of course we only got one string from that. Leave me alone. We aren't here for you, we are just here for spiders. And I'll take some wool while I'm out here. Make my own bed. If I can get away with it. Zombies and skeletons everywhere, though. And hardly a spider to be seen. Still not another string. Cool, come on. Spider. There we go. Now, fishing rod takes... Well, okay. Fishing rod takes 2 string, not 3. So, I think we are just about ready. Just gotta sleep through the night. I am quite a fan of 1.20, 1.5 though, all things considered. Like, I think the focus of it was really solid compared to a lot of even the more recent updates that have been, like, pretty solid. But just a nice little update with a heavy focus on ambience. Let's think. What was I gonna do? I was gonna make a fishing rod. There we go. And a bed. And maybe I'll make one more crafting table just to round out the design a little bit of my little cellar. So another thing that I did with my fishing pack, right, is I made it so that aside from just, oh, it's 8 fish per biome, that those fish show up based on the time of day, right, whether it's day or night, as well as the weather conditions, right? So between the 14 different biome groupings times the 2 different time conditions, right, that's 28, times the 3 different weather conditions of sunny, stormy, or cloudy, or raining, that's what 28 times 3 is 84? That's 84 different fishing conditions that can be met. I quite enjoy it, at the very least. Why did I put a torch over the campfire? That's a campfire. Let's think, though. Before we fish, actually. Just because the vibe is important. Right. First of all, I actually kind of like that log there. Put that one log there to replace the stripped one. Grab my axe. Apologize to this villager by replacing that log. And then we're going to... What was I going to do? Right. Turn this into more planks. Grab some slabs. Then put a bunch of stuff away. Actually, keep the cobbled deep slate on me for now. In fact, we're going to need a little bit more of it. And then, make some cobbled deep slate walls, grab these slabs back, grab these fences, these planks, make a couple of trapdoors, and we're going to make a little dock. Just something simple and sweet, you know? Let's see. Maybe we build it out to about... Well, let's think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's going to be 30 slabs in total. I had 60. So we can go a little bit further. Maybe to about here? I think is good. Then we're going to make it a little bit less even. Right. Nope, that one was necessary. This one was the one that wasn't necessary. Then we're going to put a couple here. And now, specifically at the high points, quote unquote. Right. Put in a little post. Well, we got a bot, so I need to block them real quick. Report. Bots. Bots. Bot. Submit report and block this user. There we go. Okay. Anyway. Just build this up the tiniest bit. A little bit flatter. I think I was more on the right track to put that down there. And then over here, just a couple more of them. I did not mean to put that one there. That's fine. Well. Yay, drowning. Are you kidding me? I'm gonna leave it. Why not? A little bit of erosion looks fine. I think. Personally. Oh, this is gonna take a second. So again, how's everybody doing? That didn't take nearly as long as I thought it was going to. Come on. There we go. Actually, I'm gonna use a debug stick. We're gonna go south, north. There we go. Let's make this tall. Yeah, this is gonna be cute. Cause I'm gonna put a little lantern here when we have access to that. I think it will be rather cute when it's done. Then we're gonna cut this back just a little bit. All right. Just pay real close attention to the shape of everything. shit. We will get to fishing very soon, though. Just need one more little thing. Do I have any more acacia? I do. I've got some more sticks. Need one more thing of sticks, though. There we go. Attention to detail. Very, very important for a cozy build. Okay, well, that's not only spam, but it's also very rude. Like, it is 1:20 a.m. This is a chill stream, and this is clearly a bot, so... Quick and easy ban. There we go. Just cute and simple. Keeping it cute and keeping it simple. And now we can actually start fishing. Oh. So, viewers in chat that are here to chat, what is your favorite fishing minigame in a video game? Because I was always, like, I think out of all of them for me, it's probably Twilight Princess's fishing. Oh, goddammit. LMAO. Of course, we would catch a cod first. There we go. That's a new fish. And it's officially nighttime, so I'll be catching the nighttime river fish. Because I am technically in a river biome. Nighttime clear sky river fish, specifically. What's that? Rockfish and a whitefish. One thing that I did with the fishing pack also with the most recent updates is I looked up the real world size and weight of every fish that I added that was, you know, from the real world. And I based the saturation and food values on the size and weight of the fish, as well as basing the stack size of the fish on that and the eat time on it, right? So while shrimps will only give you a very small amount of saturation and only restore a very small amount of hunger, you eat them very fast and they stack up to 96 instead of 64. Meanwhile, there are some fish that'll heal like almost your entire hunger, right? But will only stack up to like 4. And one thing that I would like to do in the future, right, is theoretically, if we get better custom crafting control, right, I would like to make it so that the size of the fish instead corresponds to how much fish fillet you can craft that fish into. But at the same time, that might end up taking away too much of the, like, diversity of the stack sizes and eating values of the fish. It's still just something I'm very stuck on, because I would like, theoretically, for you to be able to cook every single fish there is, but I don't want to have to make a new texture for every single of the 140 fish that I added. It's a conundrum. Oh. Ooh, actually, you know what would go hard right now? Is if I pulled up my fishing playlist. Where is it? It's in here somewhere. I've got my really funny playlist. Where did my fishing playlist go? Shit. Did I delete it? Because I don't think I did. Oh. No, yeah, it's gone. Ooh, it's fine. Yeah, fishing playlist. This isn't my fishing playlist anymore, but it's a good one nonetheless. I would like as well to build a little boat to fish out of. Because I designed a really specific canoe design, right? That, like, it was like 7 years ago now, I think. It was during the snapshots of the update Aquatic. I designed a really specific canoe design that popped the fuck off, and now I see it everywhere. Yeah, like, you can still find it in the dredges of my fucking Minecraft Reddit account. But, Kat, she's in my Discord server. Her and I were playing on a server together, and we were building, like, a swamp base, and I just... Oh, shit. You motherfucker? How did you... Oh. Oh, okay. My dock was not as safe as I thought it was. Why are there so many of them? I guess that iron golem ended up dying, huh? Oi. You bastards. You will regret what you have done to my iron golem friend. I bet one of them, like, I bet that the one that the iron golem was hitting had the zombie percent chance. Zombie reinforcement percent chance pretty high. Hey, this sucks. Come on. Oh, come on. And yet another zombie on its way. I just wanted to fish, and y'all came in and fucked it all up. Oh shit, I get to show off another item that I added with the fishing pack at least, though. Because the main goal for my data packs, right, has been kind of telling a story with the items you get and where you get them, right? So the idea is that if you get X item, right, like let's say rotten flesh, if you get rotten flesh from a regular zombie, it's just the basic rotten flesh, right? But if you get it from a drowned, it's soggy flesh. Acts the same, just slight variation, right? If you get it from a husk, then it's sunburnt flesh. You know, just cute little attention to detail stuff. I was trying to eat. Well, I'm not trying to eat that. Thank you. Like, I have a whole other data pack that I've been slowly chipping away at the textures for. That's basically just, hey, each of the hostile mobs at the different biome groupings that I've set up, their drops should change like so. You know? Because I very much like the idea of if you go to a desert temple and you find emeralds, that the emeralds have a different cut than modern villagers use. And if we ever get the ability to change what modern... Like, if we ever get the ability to change villager trading tables, right, without having to use a fuck ton of commands to do it, I would really love, personally, to be able to make it so that, like, the emeralds that the player mines are uncut, like entirely uncut, but can still be traded, right? That all emeralds can still be traded by villagers, but that villagers in the plains use a different cut of emerald when you trade with them for emeralds than villagers in a snowy biome, you know? And that villagers in the desert will have their own specific cut of emerald. And that the emeralds that you get from desert temples will look like the desert villager emeralds, but like of an older design. Oh, motherfucker. These guys again. Zombies. Why must you always do these things to me? Where did that baby drowned go? Okay. Yeah, I mean, these are the things that I have been slowly working on with my data packs for like 5-6 years now. That has been the focus of them. There's also my old Beatles data pack, right, that I would love to update, but the changes in item formatting make it so that it would be basically impossible for me to update it without writing Python script. Because, the Beatles were 1,032, like, new models used for a custom Beetle entity / item. But, like, I added a whole sand fishing mechanic where if you held a shovel while you were in a desert, then around you would see little sand particles kicking up. And if you mined under those sand particles, then there would be a chance for, like, a beetle to pop out. I can actually link it in the chat. Let's see. Minecraft Vanilla Beetles. Yeah. It was very cute for the time. Let's see, we've got an anchovy, a barracuda, a bream, 2 eels, some lingcod, some tench, a starlet, rockfish, whitefish, and rockcod. It's a good variety of fish so far. And we just caught a catfish. Nice. Now again, you can, if you know your fish IRL, right, you can sort of glean how much hunger each of these will restore and how long it takes to eat them. But what I'm really hoping to find are some of the new signs that I added. I should probably check that they're like available in the, let's see. Loot, give, at S, loot. Did I end up adding them to the loot table or did I forget? Yeah, they're in. The question is just, are they integrated properly? Let's find out. Data packs, fish, data, Minecraft, loot table, gameplay, fishing, fishing junk, fishing treasure, and fishing fish. So let's check treasure first. Let's see. Well, it's not in here. Did I put it in the trash section? Shit, I don't think I actually ended up fully integrating it. Not yet, at least. Well, to show off the idea, I'm just going to go loot, give, at S, loot. It'll be... No, it was in library because it's a endpoint. I use a consistent library namespace for all of the final items that I define, right? But I'm going to go with a acacia sign with the dungeons motif. Motifs is what I called them. And let's see. What if I... Let's put this, come on, there. And then climb up here. Put that there. This isn't gonna go there. That's not how that works. Okay, idea. Set block. I know this is cheaty, but it is a single-player survival world. And now when I hit done, it doesn't work. LMAO. Data get block. Why did that not work? Well, it should have worked. I think it is possibly because they changed the... Yeah. They changed the way the sign stuff is stored again. So I need to update all of that again. Very cool, Mojang. Very cool. Interesting. Well, anyway. I will fix that another time. This is why we playtest, though. So I'm going to open up a new notepad. It'll be fish hatch requirements for 1.21.5. Update. What was it? Motif signs to new component system for text. And hook motif signs into the treasure loot table located in Minecraft gameplay fishing treasure. Okay. Back to fishing, though. And back to survival mode. It's just a chill fishing stream. Right, I had also added a way to obtain the various planks and wood from fishing as well, as a part in like consideration of super flat and things like that, right? But in part, again, just for cute, right? So a part of the fishing data pack is that you can get driftwood of all of the different wood types in the biomes in which you would find said wood. Right? And initially the driftwood was literally just a custom item texture that when you placed it down it would just place a slab. Right? But thanks to the new item components, I was able to make it so that driftwood is also stackable up to 96. So there is an actual like gameplay reason to prefer driftwood over classic slabs. But it is still kind of a pain to get your hands on, obviously. Smimo. Come here, baby. Smimo, come here, baby. Smimo. There, somewhere they should not be. So I'm gonna grab them real quick. Smimo. Come on. You shouldn't be. Okay. Oh. Ain't no thing to worry about. Smimo's chilling now, at the very least. Hold up, actually. I have just realized a very mistake. This was supposed to be in full screen. And now it's slightly off. And everything's fucked up a little bit now. Oh man. Okay, there we go. Everything's cleaned up now. Nice and silky smooth. Of course, more ground would come up to me. That could make an interesting enchant also, is a, fishing rod enchantment, right? Treasure enchantment specifically, that just very, very slowly damages drowns around you. Oh, we finally got a driftwood. Oh, we've gotten 5 of them. LMAO. I'm gonna note that down though. Fishing rod treasure enchant deals very small damage around player to drowned. Just that's a big pain in the ass when you're just trying to fish and just have a chill time. Because I could theoretically just leave the drowned down there, right? But they're not gonna burn in the daylight. They're just gonna sit at the bottom of the water waiting for me to deal with them. Well, I pulled in too early. Whoops. But making it instead so that, they just very slowly get dealt damage. So, like, not as much as a conduit, obviously. You motherfucker. Like having summons out while fishing in Terraria, but it's a dedicated thing. Yeah, exactly. I might, in fact, fuck around and type up the programming for that in just a second, because I'm getting frustrated with the zombies. Because it's ultimately like with skeletons, yeah, they should be able to shoot you, you know, you shouldn't be able to just stand out in the middle of a field and not ever get attacked in a game with a peaceful mode that you could be playing instead. Right? But with drowned specifically, they only have a chance of spawning with a trident, and even then, more often than not, they just kind of end up at your feet, not doing anything, just contributing to the mob cap and contributing to lag and contributing to, like, in-game noise pollution. And that's not an interesting challenge. That's not even an obstacle. But, like, if the drowned literally cannot even reach you and won't despawn, then having them slowly wither away, I think, would be fine. I could pop open Miso again in a second. Maybe when the night ends. Well, okay. I had that one coming. No, more fish, and I don't have the inventory space for them. Well, let's toss these and toss this sand. We got a sablefish and a Congo tigerfish. I feel like it's possible that the fishing loot table got fucked up a little bit, because there should not be this many different fish that I'm getting my hands on. I'm going to have to check, though. So first of all, let's check that. Let's see. Data. A lily bit. Loot table. Gameplay. Fishing. I'm in a river biome. So. Let's see. Cod, tench, sterlet, sawfish, ironfish, Congo tigerfish, totemfish, mother moon, and father sun. No, just mother. Well, yeah, father son. Father son is going to be somewhere else. Then we've got bream, albacore, catfish, cod and tench again, sterlet, Okay, yeah, no, this is adding up, actually. Cool. But while we're here, let's go back to here and go into the enchantment generator. Then description, we will call it conductive. Supported items, enchantable fishing. Let's see. I'm not going to do any of this because it's going to be a treasure enchant. Then we need it to be slots, main hand, effects. Damage is damaging the item itself. It's durability damage, right? We're going to do... I suppose tick for now, just while testing. Then we're going to... damage entity. No, because this is going to be on the entity itself. It's been a minute since I've done a custom enchantment. I think the way to do it, right, is going to be on tick. Just run function. If let's see. Nah. This is fine. Let's see. ALB. I generally try to not do too many functions. I actually tends to not like doing them at all. Function, just grab this. Conductive enchant. Function ALB conductive enchant. Open this up. But then also go ALB enchantment. Then we're going to grab, god damn, another random JSON file. Go into here, rename this conductive. Grab this. Copy it onto there. Then, for now, just say test. Save and quit to title. Go back into here. Then, enchant at S, ALB conductive. Yep, it works. Oh, man. Now... let's see, what's going to be the best way to do this? Hmm. Gonna use MC Stacker now. Damage at E. Oh, okay. Oh no. Target entity. Maximum radius of, let's say, just 10 blocks. You know. Type Minecraft. Drowned. And then the amount floating point numbers can be used. We will do 0.05 because this is per tick. Damage type, we're going to do magic. Damage context by player. Yeah, just nearest player. What is the difference between damage from and damage context? The in case of indirect damage. Okay. So, now, if I is going to be a little scary. Reload first. Oh no. Summon drowned. Well, that's not quite working. Execute at S maybe. Reload. The damage could also be too low is the thing. So for now, let's just try 1. Try the command by itself. There we go. It's because I forgot the word run. Oh, that still isn't it. Ah. Okay. Only one entity is allowed. Oh, I love Minecraft requirements. Execute at S. As at E, distance equals up to 10, type equals Minecraft, drowned, run damage at S. Okay. There we go. 0.05. Just very, very slow damage. Then data get entity, that guy help. Yeah. Then the last thing that I could do is also make it only happen around the radius of the fishing hook. Data get entity at E type equals fishing bobber. Right, N. And we still don't have ownership UIDs for fishing bobbers, which is interesting, to say the least. His beak kind of goes off. Yeah, it's just a matter of checking to see that, like, multiplayer compatibility, right? Of, like, I don't want for two players to be able to have fishing bobbers out, and if one player's fishing bobber is closer to the player with the enchantment than the player with the enchantment's fishing bobber, I don't want it to get confused and be like, oh yeah, this one. But maybe data get entity at s. Maybe this will have something. Well, oh man. Let's check the Minecraft game output. Copy this whole wall of text. Open up a new notepad. Now, let's see, what's the important stuff? Respawn, brand memory, blah, 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 blah. Recipe book, recipes. This I can definitely just cut out. Right. Then inventory, fishing rod. Still doesn't have any data that says. So that means we can also cut out the entirety of the inventory section, which is going to end here. Right. So let's see. Blah, 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 blah. Abilities, GUI open. Yeah. Interesting that there's still seemingly no direct way to tell if a singular player is fishing. Yeah. Alternatively, right, they could theoretically just make a advancement, right, and make it so that the advancement only triggers like a toggle, you know? So that when you're fishing, you have the advancement, and when you're not fishing, you don't have the advancement. But even then, there's still no real, actual good way of telling who threw a bobber. I'm gonna have to look into execute on origin, though, because that's a newer one. Minecraft.wiki, sure. Execute. Commands, execute. There we go. That's Bedrock Edition, which I'm not looking for. Here we are. The entity that caused the summon of the... Okay. So, execute as @e-type fishing bobber. On origin, run say test. Interesting. So, execute @s. No, because then we have another issue of having to check as every single fishing bobber. I need to think for a moment on the most elegant way of doing this that won't cause any bugs. Execute on... Wait, fish. Nope, okay. Execute on... controller run, say test? No, that's... There's gotta be a decent way of doing this. What is controller? That's specifically riding. I don't see why we need controller, passengers, and vehicle. No, I can get it. Hmm. I'm gonna have to actually think on this. Because on Origin would be a good way to test from the fishing bobber, right? If the player spawning it has the thing. But it's generally not a good idea to have to test every single fishing bobber either, or every single of any specific entity type. Well, either way, the enchantment works. You know. And we're getting some good fish out of the fishing. Oh, rockfish don't stack. Means they must be a big boy. Okay, I'm gonna grab some barrels for my fishing. Drop these things off. Where did I leave those barrels? I could have sworn I had picked a couple up. Right? What did I end up doing with them? Am I just not seeing them? Am I just blind to it? Oh, they're in the bundle. Okay. Silly, 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 silly. Pick up as much of this as I can for now. Then we will lay a couple of barrels down and start sorting our fish out. Oh, it's not even that rockfish are unstackable, it's just a matter of... It's a different fish, and I didn't recognize it. Oh no. Still, decent amount of fish so far. Then I will put the non-fish items on this side. And maybe now, while it's still before noon, I will go on a quick journey to try to find some spruce. Let's see, that's hotter biomes. Let's get our coordinates. Just in case, you know? Going on a little journey, though. Yippee, little journey. while I'm heading out, I might as well reblog my I'm streaming post again. Didn't even realize I've been streaming for 2 hours. Average fishing experience. I need to eat, though. Also, yeah, like, there's definitely a way to do what I want to do with tag juggling and execute on origin and all that. I just, again, I'm very, very strict with the specific logics that I end up using with my data packs. In that I'm still very strongly averse to even using functions to begin with, even as limited as I use them. Like, if I can't get it done in a single command from a function, right, that doesn't call on any other functions to begin with, then I'm usually pretty uninterested in putting it in one of my data packs. Just to keep things as lightweight as possible, you know? I am seeing the colors start to turn in the biomes, though. Which, it's very funny, just because back before we had data packs, I was doing, like, only one command block creations and things like that. Which were, you know, entirely just ticking commands. Oh, we've got spruce. Let's go. And another village. Cute. Maybe I'll try to connect these two up at some point. Because I would ideally like for this world to be the only world that I stream on. You know? Like, maybe I'll make it multiplayer at some point. But either way, I would like for this to not just be a, oh, I'm troubleshooting this data pack on this world and then never gonna play it again. I'm trying to kind of finally start doing the whole Minecraft Let's Play thing to some degree. But having the twist on it be that it's also me, you know, developing my data packs through play. I think it'll be an interesting thing to do if it works out. Like, once my fishing data pack is done, adding in another data pack, working on that until I'm satisfied with it, and then just continuing to do that all while actually playing the game and building up a home in it. Like, I know that there was, I think they were called Content SMP, with, like, Dr. Rat and Lux and Truss and all of them. I know that they had a similar-ish thing going on with their mods. But that was a lot more... That was a very different vibe. Because that was, like, 10 different people all developing mods to, like, slaughter each other and prank each other and all that, and I just... that's not what I'm trying to do here. Okay, I've definitely got enough spruce at this point. So I can head on back. I also did want to test, though. If I do give at S test block, right? And show advanced tooltips and give myself the test instance block, right? These are definitely two different blocks, first of all. Second of all, can I place them in survival? You can't place them in survival. Okay, that is actually a pretty big deal. Because I don't know if the people watching this or person watching this, whichever it is, male, know this, but one of the biggest deals that you can have in the Minecraft Datapack scene these days is a unused unique ID, right? Because say you wanted to make an item, right? Like let's say silver ore, right? Making silver ore nowadays super easy to do. You just make an item, give it some custom components, whatever. But then comes the question of how do you differentiate it in crafting recipes in such a way that you can use the silver ore item specifically and not whatever item it's paired to. Because if you make silver ore a custom model applied to gold ore, there's no way to say, hey, this gold ore needs to be used for these recipes, and this gold ore that I've textured and named to look like and be silver ore needs to only work for these recipes, right? And so a unique item that you can't place, right, in survival mode, and that you can't obtain in survival mode, sorry, those two features, when combined, become just enormously powerful. Because I could, for instance, replace either of these test blocks with that silver ore item. And because there's nothing else in the game that hooks into the test block for recipes, I could use the test block as a unique ID for the silver ore. Also, where the fuck am I and where am I going? 72, 350. So I need to go, let's see, 372, 350. LMAO. And was it negative? No, it was not. So I need to go quite a bit of a way this way and about 100 blocks this way. So I need to head northeast. I got very turned around. Perhaps swimming is going to be the way home. This is a fishing playthrough after all. Ooh, I love that water plane glitch though. Just slowly making our way back. Slowly but surely. There we are. There's our little dock. Ooh, we got some beasties on our way though. Now I am going to just drop those. I don't need to have them. Smemo is laid so sweetly. Hi, baby. Baby with the big old bug eyes. I'm gonna pull them closer. Hi, sweetheart. Let me clean your eye. Stinky. Gross. Smemo, you're so gross. Now, what are you doing? This is my bed. Alright, and now I can start to try to remember how exactly this thing is designed. Because 64 of these should be enough. I would like to set up a spruce tree, like a mega spruce tree right here, just to get more spruce from if and when I need it. But it's time to make my old boat design. So I need to draw this out real quick, so that I can try to remember. Now, was it 3 or 5 long? Or, I guess, was it 5 or... No, was it 7 or 9 blocks long? I'm gonna properly pause it for a second, so that I can just pull it up. Let's see. Why do I have a message request? No, it's just another person asking if they can use my art for something. Which is fine. I'll probably say yes, I usually do. Let's see. Posts. Scroll down my account quite a ways. Plus, now I can actually say definitively when this was that I designed this. 7 years ago. Good lord. Okay, and it was in fact 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It was 9 blocks long. So that's 2 trapdoors, then a stair, then 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, stair, 2. And then also one of these. And one of those. Okay. So, let's start getting to work on this. So, I need 2 of these here. 2 of these here. I'm going to actually lay it out in a sort of design order, right? Then, well, oh no. Ooh, okay. One more of these. Well, that's not it. What was it? There we go. One of those there. Then we're also going to need one of these. And now that we have chest boats, we'll make it a chest boat instead. It's gonna be a very cute boat. There's still 2 more things that we need, actually. Let's see. Alright, so that is the blueprint for our boat, right? Which looks a little bit like nonsense, but it's going to be very cute, I promise. So, first thing we're going to do, right, is we are going to bridge out a little bit. 4 or 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take this spruce back. So, my very, very old boat design that I made during the snapshots of 1.13. First, you got 5 blocks of support. Then, a stair on either end. It's kind of gotta be spruce just because it's one of the only ones that the trapdoors don't necessarily look only like trapdoors. But we put trapdoors on either end. Then down the sides, flip them down, put them on the bottom. Down the sides again. Hollow this out. Put a fence gate here. And a fence gate here. Couple blocks up. Nope. Whoops. Then center ourselves as best as we can. Right. There we go. Place that there. Be very careful to not nudge it. And now we still have to open both of the fence gates and then reclose both of the fence gates. As well as I put the trapdoors on the wrong sides. LMAO. Well, that's a theoretically easy enough fix. I just need to be very careful. Trapdoors need to go on the bottom sides of the blocks. For this specific reason. It's just a huge pain to fix it when you've already messed it up. Because if you so much as tap the boat, it will be off. Motherfucker. Okay, well, let's stand on something so that we get the better mining speed. Break that. Open that back up. Now we can break these 3. And replace them again. Oh. Good lord. There we go. Place that there. Break that. Flip that. Break that dirt. Shit. Well, I should not have broken that dirt yet, actually. Oh, everything is going so bad now. Now, how am I going to break that dirt without it getting waterlogged? Aha! From the bottom. Except it's still gonna waterlog, isn't it? Well, worth a check. No, it did not waterlog. Thank God. That would have been a pain in the ass. Okay. And now, open up these. Open up these. Ah, shit. I hope that did not dislodge the boat. Oh, that waterlogged it anyway. Oh, man. But, it's fine. It is actually a-okay. And then next, we lock the boat in a little bit better. Just by reclosing these. And there we go. My old little canoe design from, what was it, 7 years ago? Still very cute, I think. Obviously a lot more you can do with it, you know, you can put some stairs in, or storage was usually what I would do way back when, but now we have chest boats. But by replacing these blocks, you do get rid of the water flowing issue. But now, well, LMAO. Now we can fish in peace. Ooh, another rockfish. Oh shit, fishing playlist just ended. Let's do another one. Okay. Then maybe after tonight's night of... Ooh, that's not a bad fishing rod. Just bad durability. Maybe after tonight's night of fishing, I will look into fixing the signs issue. So that I can show off the concept, at the very least, of the sign motifs. But, like, the gist of the idea is that the sign motifs are a sign equivalent to armor trims, right? Except instead of, like, armor trims where they're replicatable, since they're obtained by fishing, they're just attached to the sign itself, you know? Sort of closer to the idea of treasure paintings, where it incorporates the ability to use different fonts on your signs through, you know, just a cute new treasure item. Smimo looks like the oldest man on the planet right now, and they're not even old or a man. They look so elderly when they're asleep, though. Because, like, they squint their eyes so hard, and they, like, bunch their little snout. Because I have a light on, and they're, like, staring with their eyes closed directly at the light instead of just turning the other way. Average cat behavior. Same. I'm so glad that I managed to get them, because, like, I've had this frustration, right? Where every single time that I have ever loved an animal, it has technically belonged to someone else, right? Like, growing up, like, in the last years of living with my biological father and his wife, right? His wife got a cat, and that cat chose me. I'm sorry. Like, I fed that cat every day. I cleaned her litter box. She slept with me every day. She, like, spent every waking minute with me specifically, right? Like, I'm sorry, she was my cat, you know? And then when I move out, I'm not allowed to take her, and my biological father's wife, like, changes her name, like, changes the cat's name and makes her an outdoors cat, and she's fucking dead now. You know? Like, my mother's cat, very similar story. That cat chose me. My mother didn't want to keep taking care of it, so she just left it in the garage and left the garage door open until it left. And luckily, that cat, his name was Asshole. He was a hairless cat. He's alive and happy. The neighbors took him in, you know? But, like, then, like, with one of my more recent exes, right, I talk about this issue, right, like how every time I've loved an animal, it hasn't been mine, and then when I have to leave, or when something happens, you know, I have to leave the animal behind, right? And said ex responds to this, like, understandingly, right, because, like, the context is me wanting to get my own cat, you know, and then gets his own cat. And so now I can't get a cat because we already have 2 cats and we're at our limits. And then when that ex breaks up with us, right? He leaves the cat for like 2 months, and then takes the cat to his parents' place and moves to Colorado and leaves the cat behind. And, like, I have no idea if Skunk is, like, happy, if they're healthy, you know? No clue. But, like, I fucking loved that cat. And so, you know, after my mother passed, we got Smimo, and they have been the most important thing in my life. I love them so much. Like, I would do anything for Smimo. Also, fishing datapack detail, though. When you eat a fish, if it's a fish that in real life has bones, you get some bone from it. Little fish bones. I like that detail. Our boat got knocked out of alignment. God damn it. Oh, man. But no, that is, to say the least, why Smimo is the most important cat in the world, actually. Oh, these fucking drowned. They're literally just curled up in the chair looking at me now. Hey, baby. Hi, sweet baby. Okay, once I catch the next fish, I'm going to pause the stream for a moment and go have a smoke, and then come back and figure out what the fuck is wrong with the signs. What was the fish? It was another Congo tigerfish. Let's go. These things are big boys. Like, data, get entity, @s, selected item. Let's see. Saturation 8, nutrition 7, max stack size 16. It takes 3 seconds to eat one of them, but it heals the majority of your hunger. Okay, let's put these fish away. And pause the stream for a moment to go have a smoke. No, it hasn't. Okay. Yeah, okay, cool. So, I will be right back. I am back. So what is going on with the signs? Let's see. Go into library, loot table. Just grab this one first. And go to loot table. Yeah, the text is completely unset now. Seemingly. What did this change? Doesn't seem like it changed anything. Keep packed true. Maybe it's in components now? Let's see. Block entity data. Good lord, this is more complicated than it used to be. So delete the front text and the back text. Then we're going to... Let's see. Look at the data for this sign. Data, get, block, boop, boop, boop. Then we're going to switch to here. Give player Acacia hanging sign. Component, block data, add, test. Let's see, it's got to be block entity data, blah, 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 blah. So, components, block entity data, blah, 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 blah. That should... Front text messages... Why? Okay. Loot, give, at s, loot, library. They did a whole overhaul on text stuff. Fuck. Okay. Well, that's a pain in the ass. Because this should still theoretically work. You know? So why does it not? Let's see. Versions 1.21.5, yeah. It's not, it's SNBT instead of stringified JSON now. All you need to change might be removing the outer quotes and the escape sequences. Okay. Oh, that's scary though. Like so? No, that was not it. Oh, I hate having to relearn this shit every time Mojang decides to change something. So, Acacia, sign, block entity data, add, just this. Right. So why does it hate me? I could probably actually use some help with this. Oh wait, shit. Oh man. Line 2, just set it to test. Line 3, set it to test. Line 4, set it to test. Hmm. Hmm. I don't like it. It's SNBT instead of stringified JSON now. All you need to change might be removing the outer quotes and escape sequences. Okay. Well, this isn't right, though. Like, this is definitely not going to work. LMAO. Oh, someone help! Oh, why does this not work? Why does this not work? That. Now, if I do, well, LMAO. If I do that, yeah, no, that did not, in fact, work for me. Why does that not work for me? Like, it all looks like it's formatted properly. It's very strange. Maybe no, that's not it. It worked in creative, but doesn't work in survival? What the fuck? What the fuck? Does that mean, theoretically, that when I do this... Yep, it technically works. Okay. I mean, this should also be a hanging sign. Unless I'm doing the wrong... Oh, no. I am doing the wrong one. Yeah, I mean, it technically sort of works. So why doesn't it work in survival, then? Maybe it's an unset something or another. Like, obviously, I'm gonna have to do a lot of bullshit to get it fixed anyway. Right. But just for now, I would like to get this working to some degree. Well, didn't like that. This is very weird. I'm worried that I might again have to scrap the sign motifs, which would really suck. But like, at least while it's this broken, it might not be something that I can accomplish. What are filtered messages? Let's go into the, oh, where is this gonna even be? I guess for now, just loot table. What was it? No. Sign, I guess. Data values. This is block states, block data. Filtered messages is only in realms, it's just the profanity filter, okay. This is so strange. If true, this is an invalid block entity and the block is not immediately placed. If false, this is a normal block entity that can be immediately placed. Cool. So why is it ripping out all of the data when I place it in survival mode? It seems that unfortunately I may have to scrap this one again. Which is kind of a shame. Maybe I can find some other way to implement it. For now, kill at E, type equals item, distance equals 20. Well, ain't that a damn shame. I'm honestly kind of glad I didn't release it in the state that it was in, because even if it had worked, just knowing now that it was just going to be not working in the very next update is a bit of a bummer. You know? Oh. Oh, what can you do? I think for now, I would like to fuck around in another one of my testing worlds and just show off some of the shit that I was working on for fun. It's probably all gonna be broken, but what was I even doing here? Whatever. Ride at E, type equals block, display. Well, type at N, block display, dismount. There we go. So this was something I was working on. I don't know why the drifting mechanic isn't working anymore, though. Oh, there we go. It's just a matter of the controls. Yeah, okay. Another fucking bot. Report. Bots. Bot. Bot. Oh, no. Block this user. Close. Aye. Okay. Yeah, so I was working on a little, I know that so many people have done Minecraft, Mario Kart, you know, but I wanted to not just do, oh, it's straight up just Mario Kart in Minecraft, and instead make it a little more Minecrafty, right? And I was just using the pig for testing, ultimately, but, oh boy. But I was going to make the pig invisible, add like a little minecart cart, you know, do some custom items and whatnot. I just got busy with other shit. But it felt pretty good to just ride the pig around the track a few times, you know? Like, this is very much something that maybe I'll keep working on someday. Maybe. But that day is not today. Then what else was I even doing in this world? Oh, right. I had replaced bone mealing because that's something you can do is you can make it so that when you bone meal, it does something other than placing bone meal. I don't know if it's still, no, it's not still enabled. Oh, no. But if I were to go into this world, right? This world was called what again? I have too many world saves. Minecart. If I go into the minecart world, data packs, whatever. I don't have it anymore. It's fine. Basically, when you place bone meal on grass, what's specifically happening is it is effectively using place feature um what was it? I think they may have removed it. Or it was the moss one? Either way, when you bone meal, and there's the bone meal feature happening, right? What specifically happens is that it looks up the feature, right, from the file, and you can replace that with whatever you want. Right, you can make it so that when you use bone meal, it spawns in a geode, for instance. And there's, I think, a lot of potential there. Like, this was just me fucking around with it, with just, oh, place a bundle of stone. I don't remember if I had the minecart version working. No, I did not. Oh, no. What else can I fuck around with and show? Hmm. That's very silly. I have too many world saves. Let's see. I could always fly around my old base. Oh, back when I was a chat mod for Rendog, before the homophobia happened, oh no. I was building this in survival. Just big Halloween themed town. Where like I was slowly trying to eventually make these plains look like ashy, like ashen and waxy, you know, with the big candles everywhere. I put in some big sprawling wheat fields, right, with this willow tree. I built one of the mansions from Luigi's Mansion over here, from Luigi's Mansion 2 over here. I was working on the rest of it. I had plans for all 5 of the mansions from Luigi's Mansion 2. But then we had the actual city itself that took me fucking ages. Right. This was before I started building on diagonals, you know, which very much changed the game for me building. And this was also before the texture update. Ooh. Let's go to programmer art. Because the old brick texture fit so much better when you were using it for, like, peeled wallpaper like this. nowadays it feels a little bit too smooth for that. But like this was all survival. You know, and I had some basic like oh, over here. I had some basic farms in some of the buildings, you know. I was working on setting up some more farms, but I think this was my warehouse. Yeah, this was my warehouse. And then over here, I was working on a hedge maze. Right, where a big part of the idea was to have it eventually in the shape of a skull, right, with another one of the Luigi's mansions in the middle of it. But I tried very much to vary it up by putting the fences and the slabs and the stairs so that it wasn't just hedges and nothing but hedges, you know? And then over here, we had, well, I'm gonna take the proper path there, actually, which is gonna take a second, but it'll be worth it. So the bridge into town, right, which led into the market. Very cute little place, you know. And then if you headed around the market and through here, you could get to the wall of the town. Right, few more market stalls and all. But if you headed towards this gate, here we are. And there was this cute little path that led through this log. Right, where I varied up the wood types a little bit to make it look more dried, more rotting. You know. And it led into the little pumpkin village part of the town, where I first got the good jack-o'-lantern pumpkin shape down for the first time. And like I made sure that every house had a unique pumpkin face. And then this was the like central house, the like town hall house for Pumpkin Town specifically. Which is a very cute little place. And then back through here. Right. Right, I was using beds for umbrellas for the little seating areas in the market. But if I go this way, right, because the thing about this town was that it was kind of fucking massive for a survival project, for a one-person survival project, but like I was feeling it, you know? But if I head up here, then we eventually reach yet another part of town. Right, way more in progress, but we've got the nether portal here. It's very early build on in the project, right? Then we've got the library right here. Did I ever even end up putting books in? I did. Okay, cool. Would have been embarrassing if I had made a library with no books in it. Then we had my actual, like, intended home base, right? This big spire witch tower that, again, entirely in survival. I was really fucking with building with the organic shapes, you know? Ah, shit. Don't go to the nether. But, what else? Right, I had these specific platforms to go to so that I could check and see the shape and make sure that it was, like, going how I wanted it to go. Right. But near the end of the life cycle of the server, it was coming up on, I think, Halloween, right? So I was setting up, like, another little shop that I could actually make some diamonds with. And I had just finished setting up this big bridge over to what was going to be a little mini games area, right? Where I would build some tents with some, like, smaller stuff in them, and then some bigger tents with bigger mini games. And then in this tent, I was going to host, like, a little PvP tournament, right? I knocked this tent out on, I think, my last Minecraft stream, honestly. Which, again, would have been like 5 fucking years ago. But I had never finished the interior. But it was all freehand. It was a really fun design to make. And then all of the netherrack up in the ceiling was to just kind of map out things and make sure that when I was taking the plans that I had drawn out, that they would map to the terrain that I had taken screenshots of properly. I think I, in fact, still have somewhere the, like, actual map, you know? So I'll have to go and check that out. But, I don't know, it was a fucking massive project. I don't know where I had the energy to do this kind of thing from. Oh shit, I completely forgot. I also had, this underground tunnel system that I was working on. And my original base, because this all... Okay, first of all, I filled in the entire river with black concrete, right? Which was fun as hell. Makes for a really interesting effect with the city itself, right? Especially the bone wall just kind of jutting out, right? But I had also, originally, right, when I first got on the server, the idea was for me to live out of this stronghold that I had been renovating. Just very slowly trying to make it look a little bit nicer. But like it was a big place. It was a pretty big place, like strongholds tend to be, and I don't recommend renovating a stronghold by yourself in survival mode, actually. It's not very fun. But I was going to look for the map room that I think was at the base of the clock tower. Yeah, here we are. This was the whole map. Oh, I had planned for a pumpkin town, a circus town, and I think a mushroom town? And then like the central city itself was all going to be this purple waxy candle theme. Excuse me. Just really weird going back and seeing it nowadays. I'm getting a little Minecraft out, so I'm just going to go through some old stuff on stream and then probably call it a night. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see. There was also LGBT crafting that I was an admin on. And I think I'm still the only person with a, like, solid copy of the map. Ah, was it this? It was this. I'm still the only person with a solid copy of the map because, it was not this. Shit. Yeah, of course it wouldn't have been this. Sorry, again, because, I'm the one who preserved it and I never found a good way to distribute it to other people. Oh, these are just trials spawning in. Why is this happening like that? Oh, I'm curious now. If I kill LMAO. Okay. I think I had hosted it in a Google Drive for a little while, but something happened. Let's see if I can find it. Let's see. We have the archive SQL server, the archive backup, then just server version 5. Like, I feel like it was possibly this one. I could have also moved it to a nested folder. So I'm gonna check my folders real quick. Saves. Do I have that anywhere in specific? Does not look like I do. Guess it could have been default world. I doubt it, though. Yeah, no. There is absolutely no way that was it. I could also just always hop on the archive backup, too. Which was in the archive backup LMAO. Yeah, here we are. It's not gonna look nearly right, because it used a lot of custom assets that I made by hand, you know? But, like, I had set up this whole Ruby system where when players were online, they would earn a shared currency every hour that they played, right? And the shared currency would be used for shared rewards, right? So if you were earning 1 Ruby an hour and there were 10 people online, the collective Ruby amount would go up by 10 every hour, and then you could spend that on, say, Haste 2 for the entire server for an hour. And I had made it so that the Patreon rewards were basically, if you were a patron, then the global multiplier for rubies earned per hour would be increased for everyone. So, like, if someone boosted it to 2 rubies an hour, then everyone would earn 2 rubies an hour. It was a pretty neat system. Very communism. But I spent so long on this spawn, like an insane amount of time working on this fucking huge handcrafted spawn. I'm gonna increase the render distance because why not? Like, I was working on this area down here, right, where there were going to be warps for players' towns. Yeah. These were the legacy warps for various towns. I mean, I ran this server for 5 years. Just about. But this spawn took me, like, God, maybe 6 months of working on it. And even without the resource packs working anymore, it still looks really fucking nice. Like, I had built a couple of floating islands, and I had put this floating island, like, crashed into the ground, you know? There's actually a secret in here. If I can find it. I cannot seem to find it. Come on, it's in here somewhere. Oh, say la vie. Either way, like, players would start here, right? This is where you would start the entire, like, server experience. This is where you would spawn in. Then you would be able to, like, go through this little tutorial, talk to the villagers. The pumpkins were fox heads, you know? Like, learn about some of the unique server mechanics, like climbable buttons that no longer work because of how many Datapack changes have happened. And then when you reached this point, you would be able to just... I'm going to difficult... No, if I go difficulty peaceful... Game rule, do mob spawning, false, and then time set day. There we go. And then when you reached this point, you would be able to either A, leave the tutorial area, or B, go on to the more advanced tutorial items. Right, which would lead you, you know, all over this stuff. And then we had the actual, like, warp hub, right? Where from here, you would be able to... This burned, good lord. There was wool here. Do fire tick false. We'll get to that. From here, though, you would be able to go to one of 2 spawn towns. Right? Well, one of 2... From here, you would be able to go to one of 2 town hubs, sorry. That would either take you there, or to there, and then you would be able to, like, choose which town you wanted to go to. Or you would be able to go to the guild hub, or the server hub. There we go. And if you threw an Eye of Ender while standing in this general area, it would take you down to, well, the now lava-flooded end portal room. to make sure that players still needed an Eye of Ender to get there instead of just there being a warp straight there. And then if you managed to get an Elytra, right, you would be able to fly up to any one of these locations that would, like, take you to a dedicated resource biome. You know, like, if you wanted terracotta, you would go here. And since you've earned that at that point through gameplay, hey, when you go through here, just feel free to tear up all the terracotta. You know? And then this central castle right here was the actual location in which you would be able to, like, go to either a random place in the north, south, west, or east, right? Or go to one of either of the, like, spawn towns, right? Which were named Bramble and Comecrest, which also had their own random teleports. Then up here was where we had staff meetings. Then you had the Ruby Sundial, which was somewhere where you could spend a very small amount of rubies to change the day time from day to night or night to day. Then these were planned additions that never ended up fully working out, you know. And I forgot the Ruby system was down under this tree. It was very fun to design. Then also we had a weekly Piglin merchant event, right? Where a special modeled Piglin merchant ripped from Minecraft Dungeons would come and have various trades, right? Randomized trades for really fun and rare gear, right? But the way that you would get the gear would be through spores dropped from piglins in the nether and piglin brutes in the nether. But to prevent stockpiling, I gave them an age system, right? So if 1 week you got some, like, crimson spores from regular piglins, then they would have an age tag of, say, 10, right? And you'd be able to trade them with the piglin merchant that week. But then next week, the piglin merchant would ask for spores of age 11. You know, to ensure that players kept playing the event. It was a neat concept, at the very least. Then over here we had the guild hubs that led to the different, like, guilds, which was a whole faction system I had been working on. Like, I had big stuff going on this server. Then this led over to the Halloween event island, which was over here. All the way over here. Where you would be able to, again, do some trades with event currencies, you know. Wonder if any of these... Ah. Yeah, you were able to get, like, decorative stuff, like ghast plushes and whatnot. And you could hop in here to go to an endless dungeon thing that I had made that players were so dedicated to that another server still exists with players that would organize raids on the deep well, you know, and I had set it so that if you managed to get to floor 100, you would earn yourself a permanent extra heart, and that was one of the only ways to do that on the server, right? Was that the soul hearts, I had called them, were meant to be like these impossible bragging right challenges, right? And the fact that we had like 15 players go into this dungeon and only get to wave 80 of it before all dying was just, it was insane. I made that shit hard as fuck. And then over here, I wonder if this still works. It does not. LMAO. Why do oh well. Guess we'll never find out. Never mind. This would lead to the next year's Halloween event, which was a an event where like you would be in a mausoleum and there would be an iron golem stuck in place more or less that you would have to defend from waves of the undead instead of how the deep well worked where it was floor after floor after floor. Like because this server was going on when COVID like started, you know, we straight up had an entire prom for the members there, and we still have the prom warp set up, I think, right here. Yeah, prom 2020, where my build team just set up this huge dance hall and like cute little area for people to just hang out when prom was going to be happening for the people who were supposed to have prom that year. You know, they set up some mini games. They set up like a little musical keyboard. It was all really cute. There's a fireworks show here too. Let's see. Ah, and this was the original Spawn Town. This was the original Halloween event hub right here. Oh no. Successfully cloned 1 blocks. Okay. I don't even know what that's about at this point. Obviously all looks very different without the resource back on, but this was the wealth redistribution center where when a player was permanently banned from the server, we would instead of just taking all of their stuff and throwing it away, you know, we would put it up for other players to grab, and any player could come in here and donate stuff or take stuff if they wanted it. You know, so it was entirely player ran, but it was a pretty good place for people to get their bearings, you know? And then this was the spawn hub itself and my most ambitious build, I think, because the angles, the organics, the all of it was just fucking insane. Like the giant wasp head entrance. Like I built this whole honeycomb dome up here with like a mural and an eye crawling out of the ceiling. Like just enormous, you know? Then we also had Hawkmoth, the modern town part of Spawn Town, right? Where I built a good majority of this, you know. But we had the Archive Entomological Institute, this place here, right? Where I was working on like a whole exhibit of all of the different bugs in Minecraft and their like histories, right? Like the jungle spider. I don't remember LMAO, but the brown spider, for instance. Last seen October 24th, 2009, the brown spider was the dominant and only known spider for only 1 day before the now more common black spider appeared across the overworld, which was basically in-game speak for, hey, did you know, fun fact, the current spider, right? The first day that it was added into Minecraft, it had this texture. It's brown with little black eyes. Like I add stuff like that for all of the bugs in Minecraft as well as like my own custom bugs that I had been adding. And then we had an entire wing of the Institute for just my custom beetles. It was kind of enormous. Then I made these two little beetle statues for back here, where there was an interactive exhibit for digging for beetles. But the real meat of this part of town, right, was where it all started. The Hawkmoth Hockey Center, where I made a whole fucking hockey arena. Like just a whole thing where teams could like set up booths to advertise for players to join them, right? I think we ended up a lot of no, they're all over here, Alameo. We had a few tournaments, you know. We had the Masquerade tournament, the Summer Fun tournament. It was all very neat stuff. But like the hockey arena itself should theoretically still function, you know. But it just used an endermite and some where are they? Where are they? Here we are. Some knockback sticks, where the lower the knockback, the more knockback resistance you had as a player. Right? But and then the scorekeeper would just tally up the point, you know. I don't know if this redstone still even works. No, it appears not. And neither does the teleport the thing back to where it goes. Well, either way. It was very fun, is the point. And people got really fucking into it. Then we had another mini game that we were working on. You know, sort of King of the Hill type of thing. Then we had the racetrack, which, again, resource pack stuff, very silly, but all of the gold pressure plates were like a, Jesus, were like a pavement, you know? So it would just cover up the ice and you wouldn't be able to see the ice specifically. But, oh, the racetrack is a little bit more difficult than I remember it. Fucking 5 years of work, though. I I just realized the music turned off again. Oh, either way. What else was a part of this place? Some other buildings ended up getting ended up popping up, you know? Cat ended up building this entire, like, art museum that the teleporter no longer works, LMAO. But, like, the different banners on the server, all of the different paintings, found homes across the gallery. You know, she built a little paleontology exhibit, bathroom, Alameo. What else is in here? Right, more art gallery stuff. Little sculptures. Various pride flags littered about, as they should be. Just really cute place, you know? This snart billboard, uh, this snart billboard, it says trans backwards. That was the joke. But it was actually one of the first builds that popped up on the server. Like, this was not me. I prettied it up eventually, but this, I don't even remember who placed that. Like, a few times I had an idea for some modern architecture building and I just wanted to build it, so I did, you know, and I retrofitted it to whatever. But a good amount of the smaller buildings were actually one of my build team members who's still active in my Discord server. Then we have this bridge that was inspired by various modern architecture bridges, but this was a load of fun to build. And I believe it was supposed to lead, yeah, over to this old player town. But I could have sworn I had set up... Right, maps got broken in the newest version of Minecraft, but this was a map of the entire spawn area. And, like, you can still see tons of smaller, like, player bases just all over the place. This was an entire town that just existed before Spawn had expanded to reach it, you know? This was a nice little villa town that, again, just popped up one day. Then we had our Hanukkah area, right? Because I've always really liked when I ran servers to be able to celebrate Hanukkah with other people. What else? Just a lot of player builds. I forgot how it makes me kind of sad thinking about how much, like, bittersweet, I guess, how much players really invested in this server, you know? Because this was just one town. Like, if I head over to the other spawn town, right? Because, yeah, there were straight up two spawn towns, and I go over to Bramble instead. This was the spawn town for Bramble, which will slowly load in. Like, this castle area over here was my home that I had been working on very slowly in survival. Um, a player had built a very neat base just off of my base, you know. Then we had the obelisk. This was the random teleporter for Bramble, right? Because I really loved integrating things that would be commands on other servers just into the world of mine. You know, instead of just typing RTP, you go to the place to randomly teleport from. But there was a lot of custom world gen stuff on the server too that I had put just a massive amount of work into. Right, like you'll see these little shoots of bamboo, but the thing is that these bamboo use specific block states that are unused in bamboo. So I was able to repurpose them to be palm trees, you know? And like, yeah, there's zombie horses in the savannas because zombie horses were repurposed into zebras just straight up. Just a lot going on. Anyway, though, I'm going to call it a night because it's 4 a.m. and I've been streaming for another 4 hours. So, good night. Thank you, everyone who showed up, for showing up, you know. The Lady Eternal, again, you are lovely company. And I hope y'all have a good rest of your night.